hip hooray. We got Joe Schoen and Dabols for another fucking day. I say fuck you to both of these motherfuckers. I have no expectation for you to do well. And as I said before, the only reason why you'll possibly do well is that the core heart of the team, the real alpha dudes in there and leadership dudes will fucking pull it together for their, because they know it'll be good for them to do. You guys will ride the coattails like you've done the whole fucking time. And you've shown us nothing. There's no fucking reason for you, both of you two clowns, to still have a fucking job. And, the hits just keep coming here, all right? Number one, we got a little video that is circulating around of Michael Strahan during the Green Bay and Eagles game where he says, oh, you got rid of Saquon Barkley, who's amazing and doing all this for the Philadelphia Eagles, to a team in your own fucking division. And then you turn around and across the fucking field is Xavier McKinney. He's an alpha's alpha. Both of them going to get Pro Bowl selections and whatnot and get accolades and all pro accolades. Joe Schoen, what an incredible job you did. And no, Michael Strahan said in 23, yeah, you got to pay the quarterback. No, he was trying to be nice. You should have never paid that man that money and you would have been able to retain all these guys. And then somewhere in the mix, whether it was Justin Fields, whether it was Russell Wilson, maybe even Sam Darnold, you would have had an opportunity to have a better quarterback than what the fuck you had. But again, your weakness as a GM, Joe Schoen, is that you don't know how to make reasonable and good choices for the good of the whole team. And all the choices you made were bad for the fucking team. With the crown jewel being a toss-up between paying Daniel Jones $160 million or Saquon, losing him to somebody in your own division. He's eating it up, destroying it. Did you ever watch any of Saquon's workouts? You're at the fucking facility. Did you watch the intensity of this individual to want to compete and do well? Did you not notice it? Now, how the fuck do we think as Giants fans that you'll notice anything more than what you already did not notice before? How would we think that? There'll be no reason for us to think that you'll do any better than what you're going to do. So, hey, get it ready, John Mara. Get your shit together. You should offer Michael Strahan the position of GM. And you should ask after the Super Bowl whether the Chiefs win again or not for Spags to come in and be your head coach. Or my favorite is Louis Riddick as your GM and Brian Flores from the Minnesota Vikings that went 14-2 before they got beat down the way they did yesterday, which I did not expect. For whatever reason, Flores didn't have an answer for what the Rams were doing. But I think that more than that, the offense didn't have an answer. And if you do not find a way to take that pressure off the quarterback and get some short yardage plays in there, then you end up with the 3rd and 16s, the 3rd and 14, 3rd and 17. For them, Sam was connecting on with Jefferson, but Jefferson was being double teamed. So I question on what was in their mind as far as their play calling was concerned. So, but that's a separate thing. But all I'm saying is Louis Riddick, Brian Flores, Michael Strahan, and Spags, and that can happen now. You don't have to wait to see the dog shit and the crap that's going to happen. All I know is the fans are going to be ready to rip them a new one if they open up the season and lose, and have poor performance and lackluster stuff. And now we're starting to hear some things, like how Joe Schoen threatened this particular player, McLeod, to amend his contract. He had like a $5 million contract. And in the 4th week, he tells him, oh, you better amend your contract because you won't be on the team or some shit. He ends up going to somebody else. That's how you do fucking business, you motherfucker. You go and you just come out of nowhere while guys working out, and he wanted to stay with the Giants, and tell him, oh, you better amend your contract? Why don't you amend your contract, motherfucker? Why don't you get 1 cent for a whole year to show your commitment to the New York Giants? Maybe you'll have to really work fucking hard about who you get as players to get all your money at the end of the year if we fucking win. And I don't even know what to say to Daboll. I mean, my whole thing with Daboll, the number one critic, well, I have several different criticisms, but anybody that's a tight ends coach with the Patriots when Gronk and Brady was there, and you don't use your tight ends at all, you don't have any kind of different configurations around your quarterback, it's no wonder none of them could do well under the system in which you got in play. You get rid of Mike Kafka and don't let him be the guy that's the principal play caller, but yet you don't look any fucking better. And then you don't check your bullshit at the door and turn around and put Kafka back in, at least on the backside, to see if we can get a spark with Tommy DeVito or with Drew Lock. So, Drew Lock, I've never been more unimpressed with a guy who's supposed to be a backup, as far as being a capable backup. I like DeVito just for his energy alone, as the number 2 guy. I have to be honest with you. The thing Drew Lock's got going for him is that he's tall, but other than that, he can't move. And then your play calling makes it even worse for a guy who's got 2 friggin' size 15s stuck in the turf and can't move. You got to have some short yardage plays, and that's again where you put the tight end, Dabolls. Yeah, here, there you go. John Cena. Yo, wake the fuck up, man. You're stupid. It's just pathetic to watch this bullshit. And then I gotta look at these bullshit articles around here and whatnot of what these sports writers are taking. Oh, they show Aaron Rodgers with a fucking Giants jersey on. Some AI bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want Aaron Rodgers on the Giants. I don't know why you even write that down. You get a paycheck for writing that bullshit? Come up with something better than that. But yeah, man, you look around the league at all the different Giant players that are doing well, and it makes you sick to your gut that we could have had something here and maybe came out on the other side of this. I mean, you look at a team like the Rams. I mean, did anybody think with a team with 7 losses that you'd be playing the way you're playing? But as things start to glue together, the defense is playing strong. Defense wins championships. Here's the fucking Rams that came out of nowhere. And this reminds me of the Giants when they were going in at 10-6 and being road dogs and making it happen. And I tell you what, if Stafford could stay upright, because he can't move, he's a pocket guy. But if Stafford could stay upright and you keep calling some plays, hopefully, was it Disley? The tight end? I forgot his name. He got hurt, and hopefully he'll be able to come back in. And because the tight end is extremely important, and the only person that doesn't know it, once again, in the whole fucking league is Daboll. Little crossing patterns with your tight ends, little out routes. When the pressure is on, you go away from the pressure. You don't call a running play and then have friggin' poor Tyrone Tracy Jr. run right into the teeth of the defense. You have him back there. You use him for max protect on the blitz, on the strong side blitz, and you let him try to pick up the blitz. Then you roll your quarterback away while the tight end rolls with him, and you look and you see the tight end and you throw the football to him. Do you know how many of those plays that I saw over the last fucking 3 weeks from all these fucking teams? Whether it was the Eagles, whether it was Tampa Bay, whether it was the Vikings, whether it was you name the fucking team that's in the playoffs, and that's how they play football. But you're too fucking stupid to know it, right, Dables? And now we got to stick with you for another year. Well, I'm not with you. And I'm not with Joe Schoen. I'm with the players. I'm with the organization, but I'm not with you. And every little fucking thing y'all do this year, from the way that you fucking draft to your practices to every aspect of what you do, I'm going to be all over you like a fucking cheap suit this year. You guys stay tuned because we're not going to have to wait around all the way to August when preseason starts. We're going to start right the fuck right now because I'm sick of y'all motherfuckers and I want you gone. Oh no, by the way, I'm going to draft the most exquisite letter to John Mara that's ever been written. And I'm going to pray to the football gods and to the Lord above that he somehow reads it, because I'm going to put in a strong case that if you start failing early in the year, that you put in these guys if they haven't been hired by other people, which is very likely that that's going to happen. I think Flores is gone. You know, I think somebody's going to get Flores. And if nothing else, with the promise of going to another team as a defensive coordinator, but with the promise of being the head coach. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I just wanted to check in with y'all, let you know that I'm alive, that we're kicking it. We're trying to get some other things together, some other tools in the fire. I've now gone for 2 years without going to the Giants bar that's in downtown Austin. That's where I'm at, Austin, Texas. And I couldn't go because the fucking product was so fucking bad. I was going to go berserk. And they'd probably have APD come in there and drag my ass out of the bar. There was one more other thing I wanted to touch upon, but I'll try to do it in the next video. You know, there's news out there. Oh yeah, the final thing is the Cowboys. You know, somebody did an AI video of Jerry Jones talking. If you're a football guy, you've probably already seen it, where he goes, you know, we call McCarthy pork chop, and his fat ass can't do this and that and the other, and he's out of here. And yo, I drink Hawk's blood, so I'm gonna live forever. So if you don't like it, fuck you, this and that. I hope all that is really true. Keep drinking your Hawk's blood and keep putting out the product that you've been putting out. And stay consistent in losing, because I cannot stand the Cowboys. And again, hats off. You know, in normal times, I wouldn't be able to stand anybody in the NFC East. But seeing the success that the Eagles have had with a player that we should have kept, I'm very happy for Saquon Barkley. I wish him the best. I don't know if any of you guys saw the Unisom commercial that he did where, you know, he's making fun of John Mara not being able to get some sleep. And they keep showing him jumping over the sheet backwards and shit, which I thought was cute. And then, yo, you know, I keep thinking that Jaden Daniels is going to hit some kind of ceiling as a rookie, and it just doesn't happen. Now, I have to admit, and I know the one guy that's watching him play the way he is RG3. And he's got to say, you son of a bitch, you are so lucky that you did not have to play in really seriously bad, muddy, rainy, snowy conditions so far. Because that's what jacked up RG3. RG3 was doing all the shit that Daniels was doing. Very quick, flea-footed, could get away, run in between tackles, do little smooth moves, make people. And then the rain and the mud and the nor'easters came that year, and homeboy tried to cut, and he couldn't cut, and that guy lined up and boom, jacked him. You know, so far, so good with Daniels. I'm hoping that he can make it through. You know, my VU meter, if you will, of favor or disfavor will start to begin here. You know, where let's just say somebody eliminates Washington, you know, and then somebody eliminates the Eagles. And you know, I hate to say that because of Saquon, You know, I only want the Eagles to possibly have a chance at the Super Bowl because of Saquon and Saquon only. Otherwise, I wouldn't give a fuck if the Eagles never got a Super Bowl for the next 1,000 years. And that includes the Cowboys and that includes the Redskins as well. But I'm mature enough to say that, yo, these brothers are playing well, you know, and I wish to God that we had some of the brain trust that that these other teams have in terms of consistency of behavior. And Washington is now going to build that with Jaden Daniels. They hadn't had that before. Of course, they had that schmuck, clown, fuck Snyder, who's gone now. I watched a Magic Johnson and new ownership. I don't know what the guy's name is. And they did a little press conference where they talked about getting out of the way of the football professionals, but giving them the tools to do what they need to do. And speaking of that, you know, all these owners out here, these billionaire assholes, right, that all own these teams. You know what? You say, oh, you're not doing a good job because you're the head coach. You're fired. You're the GM. You're not doing a head coach because you're fired. John Mara, you might consider firing your fucking self, putting together a younger, more potent group of individuals that will come in, maybe some East Coast billionaire guy who loves the New York Giants and grew up with them and wants to do what they're doing in Washington or in Philly. And you can step the fuck aside, bro. You know, then yeah, your time will be free to go and do commercials or whatever it is. I saw this video with John Mara where the reporters at the training facility go, what do you think about the commercial? And he says, you know, we got some acting chops in my family. I don't know why he didn't invite me to do the commercial. Hey, you can do a commercial full fucking time because somebody else could run the fucking team. Just the way a coach can be fucking replaced and a GM can be replaced for doing a dog shit job, maybe some owners should be replaced. Maybe the NFL should put together a thing that when you reach a point where there is so much customer dissatisfaction with your performance and work that you have to now put your team up for sale. It might make you do a better fucking job on who you choose. And Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll is not the answer for New York City, tri-state area football for the toughness and what we need there. And we ain't got it, and we haven't had it for now going on 13, 14 years. Thanks to your ass. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. It's 2025. Again, wish the best to everybody. Not out of January yet, but it's going fast. Deuces. Let's go New York Football Giants.